everybody, Nate Hicks here. We're gonna do a brass tacks breakdown today on the MagPro Arm Elite Kit. So the MagPro Arm Elite Kit consists of 3 different current products all shipped in the same bundle to create the MagPro Elite Kit. So there's the 3 things that you're gonna get. Number 1 is gonna be our MagPro Arm. And that comes with the plate to go on the back side of your phone case. This is that one-sided adhesive piece. It sticks on the back. That comes with that system. You're also gonna get our fluid head, and it comes with the thread adapter. That's very important to this setup as well, so that's the second thing you're gonna get. And then the third piece, this is a new item. This is our tree adapter kit. And this is really what allows everything here to attach to a tree. And so we're gonna show you right now how this is intended to be installed and set up. So we're gonna do that right now, starting with the strap that comes with the tree adapter kit. All right, y'all, so this is the tree adapter itself. And I'm gonna set this aside, and I wanna talk about the nylon webbing here. This is a mil-spec nylon webbing. It comes in 5.5 feet length, and it has these really nice cam-style buckles. So very nice, high quality, easy to remove, very silent to put on. Like I said, 5.5 feet mil-spec nylon webbing, and you're gonna be able to put this basically around a tree that's 20 inches in diameter or less. So you're pretty much covered on any saddle hunting tree, any natural tree that you'd wanna hunt in is gonna be able to fit around. The first thing you wanna do is you're gonna wanna take off this tag end, which I've already done, and you can see the tag end right there, and you're gonna wanna weave that through on the mount itself. And so this is what it's supposed to look like once it's all the way threaded through. So you're gonna come from the back up to the front and stick it out the back. And then what you'll do is you'll find the very end piece where the tag end is, and you're gonna thread that buckle back through the end. So you're gonna find the face of the buckle, and you're gonna go down through the bottom, up through the top, and then cinch it tight, and then you're ready to go. And at this point, you're now ready to take this and strap this around a tree, buckle it, and cinch it down, and we're gonna show you that now. All right, so in terms of installing the tree adapter, we're gonna simulate you getting to a tree. This would be the first step in installing the adapter. And one thing I wanted to point out before we do that is we're gonna sell these adapters separately. So for those of you who wanna travel light, have minimal setup when you arrive to the tree, you can buy a couple of these. If you have a pre-hung set that you often hunt, you can grab one of these, install it, and then when you come in to hunt, there's very little setup. There's very little movement required just to help you to hone into your system and your setup quickly and efficiently. So with that being said, first thing you're gonna do, if you're gonna install this, if you're a saddle hunter, this is a perfect setup for a saddle hunter. You're gonna take this and you're gonna wrap it around your tree. And in terms of the height of it, every setup is going to vary. And a nice part about this system is the ultimate adjustability you're gonna have. So a lot of the height, you can get away with being a little low or a little high, but just in terms of this setup and simulation right now, I'm gonna go about, belly button mid-height here. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you just tighten it down really hard. Just really reef on that, tighten it up. And the key to this piece of the puzzle right here is you wanna seat, we call it seating the tree adapter. So you're gonna wanna just push it down really good. And that really just helps it to grab onto the tree when you take this orange knob, and this is your level. So once you seat it, and then you start leveling that unit out so it's nice and perpendicular and level to the tree, it's really gonna just cinch right to the tree. Everything tightens up. This is really rigid. It's not gonna go anywhere. That is the key to this entire system, is that you wanna make sure this is properly seated, make sure it's leveled perfectly, and that it's grabbing the tree very effectively before you put your arm on. One key feature that I wanna make sure I answer about this tree adapter is all the components are either stainless steel, aluminum anodized, or has a dual layer of powder coat over the steel pieces. So you can be rest assured if you leave this out in the woods, in the stand, as a pre-hung set, you're not gonna have issues with this rusting it's going to be very durable and waterproof for you. So now that the tree adapter is installed, I want to just talk about the arm and the fluid head. So you're going to take off the head that comes installed onto the arm. Okay, you're going to set that aside, and what you're going to do next is you're going to take the thread adapter that comes in the box with your fluid head, and you're going to install that into the fluid head. And what that's going to do is going to allow you to be compatible with the 1/4 thread at the end of the arm. Once you have the thread adapter in the backside of the fluid head, you can then take the MagPro arm with the head removed, and you can thread that directly to the arm. And it's really important, this is a very important stage and a lot of people miss it, but what you want to do is you want to take this center tightening knob and just lock it out. And that's going to lock out all the joints of this arm so that when you go to fasten and tighten on this head, it's going to really resist it and cinch on there good. The other thing you want to make sure you do is you want to lock out the pan, which is on the very back side. You want to tighten that out so everything's locked out, and then you tighten it on, and it's going to be very snug on there. That's very important. After that, you can loosen everything back up, and when you rotate and pan, it's not going to loosen off of the thread. It's a very important stage. So the next piece of the puzzle here, you're going to take the Arca Swiss plate off of the top of the fluid head with this knob on the side of it. So you want to loosen that up. Remove that plate, and this is when you take the MagPro head and you're going to install it right on top of that plate. And that's what it should look like at the end once you have the MagPro head installed onto the Arca plate. Then you could take the plate and you just simply reinstall it onto the fluid head. And that is the piece that really allows you to use your cell phone with the backing plate installed to magnetically attach to the head to allow you to film. So this is where things get really exciting. Once everything's installed and you do have this tree adapter installed on the tree, and maybe you did have it pre-installed, this is all you're having to take in the woods with you. You're not having to take, a big camera. You have your cell phone in your pocket. You can adjust this, obviously, to pack up nice and small. There's not a lot of weight involved. So then all you have to do is take this crab claw, come in and tighten onto this nylon spacer, and really tighten it down. That's what's going to allow this arm to attach to the mount itself, this adapter. And from there, what you have here is this extremely adjustable, highly adaptable. You can basically achieve any position in this arm that you want. And this is very different from a standard, we'd call a typical camera arm. This is not a standard typical camera arm. This is specifically designed for you to film with either your cell phone, a GoPro, or something that is lighter weight. I would say less than 2 pounds is our maximum weight that we'd want to see somebody put on here. It's not intended to be used with a big, heavy mirrorless camera that weighs 4 or 5 pounds. It's just not designed for that. This is specifically designed to be used in conjunction primarily with your cell phone, something very small that doesn't really weigh down this arm. So how I personally like to install this, like I said, this really shines in a saddle hunting scenario where you're facing the tree. And I personally like to install it. I like to get the tensioning knob on the right side of the tree because I'm right-handed. So I got my right hand is on the fluid head panning arm, and you can tighten this when it's nice and vertical. And what that allows is for very little movement to really be involved for you to pan and tilt around the entire tree. And most times when you're saddle hunting, most times when you're mobile hunting, there's typically a fine area that you're hunting over where you think this animal's going to come through. And it never seems to happen that way, but I would personally set up so that if the deer came into the funnel or the trail or the path that I really was hunting, I'd get that great footage. And with your cell phone on there, it's super easy to achieve, like I said, any angle or basically wherever you want to maneuver this arm to get the shot that you're looking for. One really important piece that I want to make sure to touch on this arm is these collars at the very end. So when you loosen the tensioning knob, these collars will rotate with the arm. And that's important because of this little horseshoe cutout that allows you to get that 360-degree rotation with the fluid head and the crab claw end. And did I mention that this is extremely versatile? Pretend that you are not using this adapter, you're not in the tree, but you want to use this head, you want to use this arm, you want to use the MagPro head on top of the fluid head. you can use this. You can simply take that magnetic piece off. Maybe you want to do some glassing and you want to put this fluid head on a tripod to go glass some grasslands in South Dakota. You can do that, okay? Same thing with the arm. You can take that arm off. You can use it for just about anything. You can mount it on a e-bike, a bass boat, snowmobile, ATV, the list goes on. So the value prop for this product line is it's not just narrowing you and pigeonholing you to one specific application. You can use this for a number of different things. I've seen a lot of people just take this MagPro head off of the fluid head, put it on a tripod, and off to the races you're going, filming whatever you need to film with your cell phone. Once again, everybody, I really appreciate you watching this episode of the Brass Tacks Breakdown on the MagPro Arm Elite Kit. This is one of those products I'm just really excited about. I think it's gonna change the way that people hunt in the field when filming. Just very versatile, has a lot of options to adjust and hone into your setup. Everything here is backed by our full bend it, break it, snap it lifetime warranty, and you can just be rest assured that if anything goes wrong, we're gonna take care of you. Guys, really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to relive the hunt.